which has the potentiality to make the impossible possible. Hello everyone, I am Medha Singh from Juvena Herbals, an aesthetician and cosmetologist, and your skin and hair specialist. Today's topic is dosha. Before moving on, I express my salutation to my mother and all Ayurvedic experts who helped me in easing out the topic and gave loving answers to the infinite questions asked by me. What are doshas? Before learning that, it's necessary to get to know some things. Ayurveda is an ancient medical system that is based on the principles of nature. According to Ayurveda, the health of both our brain and our body is totally dependent on each other. If they both are healthy, then only we will be healthy. There are so many people amongst us who face the minute physical problems and run to the physician and consume medicine prescribed by them to cure themselves. But there are very few people amongst us only who visit a psychiatrist for mental unhealthiness or problems. Which mental problems? Puzzled thoughts, anxiety, sleeplessness, being angry most of the times, irritative nature, or perpetual thoughts that trembles in your mind again and again. There are only a few people who consider it as an advancement towards an illness, and they surely do visit a psychiatrist to heal themselves up. But these people are very few. Because of this, it is very necessary to understand that what are dosha, guna, prakriti and vikruti. Found it important? Therefore, starting from this topic. On the basis of how much information I derived and learned, bringing small guidance for you all. If you embrace it in your life, then you will surely get healthy. Before hopping onto the doshas, it is important to know about the 5 elements. In Juvena Herbals Choco Wrap video, I have explained the doshic constitution as per skin type and the selection of the face packs as per the same. After that, I started receiving many calls and I thought that the discussion about doshas is very important. So, our universe is made up of 5 elements, and with the same 5 elements, our body is comprised of. Like you all know, these 5 elements are earth, water, air, fire, and space. Now, dosha comprises energies such as Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, which are the energies that our body is constituted with. Each dosha is made up of 2 elements. How? Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Vata is made up of air and space. You all are familiar with the air element, whereas space means Akash, physical sky. We will discuss it later in the video because it is a very important element. Now comes the turn of Pitta, of 2 elements, that is fire and water. Kapha is made up of 2 elements, earth and water. Now I hope what are doshas is clear. But why are they called doshas? Dosha means mistake, shortage or fault, whereas originality is different. But according to Charak and Shashruta Samhitas, our body is composed of these 3 energies. We are totally healthy if there's the appropriate quantity and quality present in our body. The shape of our body, thinking, nature, our externality, and all depends upon the basis of the quantity and quality of these energies. If any one of these energies gets imbalanced, then our overall tissues get disturbed and the emergence of dosha begins and our body marches towards diseases. Now it is clear that why they are called doshas. Now comes the turn of space. So, space means a place or an area. There are many misconceptions among people regarding this element. Space here means the area which surrounds the planet. That is, a space that can be seen. and a space that cannot be seen. But these are the external space elements, right? There are also internal space elements inside our body. But before moving on to that, let me explain something. We all have a family, and there is a space between the members. Space between the two houses, the space between the people walking on the streets, at stations, airports, in flights, in trains, in cinema halls, in schools, in colleges. Between every two people, there is a space. Had this space not existed, we would have not been able to live on Earth. In the very same way, there are billions and billions of cells in our body, and there is a space between each cell. There is a space between the cells in our skin. When we open our mouths, there is a space between our teeth and the tongue. The space between our nostrils, the space in our ears from where the air enters and we are able to hear. The space in our lungs, the space between our 5 and 10 fingers, the space between our toe fingers, the space between our 2 legs, the space which is in our body is the space element. Had this space not existed, then our whole body can be easily fitted in a fist, and your misconception will get debunked that our skeletal system is the one that supports our body. Not at all. Our space elements support our body. The maximum space element is in our brain. You have noticed after working for the whole day, we get tired and exhausted, and we all have witnessed saying to ourselves, "Give me some space. I need some space." So, this is our space element. On an average, more than 60,000 thoughts pop into our minds, and these thoughts keep our mind in a seesaw motion. What kinds of thoughts? Frustration, jealousy, ambition, competitions. Apart from this, laughing. Sometimes we laugh our happiness out. Sometimes sad, sometimes crying, sometimes having goodwill for someone, and sometimes love surges. In this very many types of thoughts emerges and surges in our brain, and the space in our brain gets filled, and therefore we get extremely tired. So, how to get this space balanced? For this, it is very important that thinking should be at zero. Means that the thinking should be limited, and you need to meditate to achieve it. Here, I'm not talking about the people who do meditation. Rather, I am talking about ordinary people like me. So, thinking can only be at zero when we sleep. So, sleep is the real meditation. For those who have sleeplessness, constipation problems, their space element is totally imbalanced. And if our space element is imbalanced, then one thing is sure, that our body is going towards diseases, and our brain as well is going towards diseases. Therefore, to talk on this topic is very important. Whatsoever guidelines you receive on this will benefit you immensely. All you have to do is to adopt it. Now let's talk about sleeping. Please watch my sleep cycle video on my YouTube channel if you have not seen it yet, and you will get to know and understand many things. In the video, I have talked about sleeping at one time and waking up at one time. So this is one of the factors. Now let's talk about how to get sleep. I received a lot of feedback on this technique. Tried to sleep at the same time, and even when they could not sleep, they kept taking it on the bed, and as a result, they started getting used to deep sleep. Every night they started falling asleep at the same time and without alarm. They started getting up at the right time in the morning. So only this thing has benefited people so much. So if you follow today's guidelines, then you will get to see all kinds of benefits in your life. Why sleep at night? First of all, let's know. As I said, Ayurveda is based on the law of nature. Day means light and night means darkness. There are some laws of nature. Darkness means to be empty of our thoughts. When we meditate, only darkness is visible, so one should sleep only when it is night, and this is the law of nature. And the night supports us to be empty of our thoughts and to bring our space element into balance. Those who sleep during the day and study at night, or stay awake in the night unnecessarily and keep sleeping even after sunrise, their space element can never be healthy. Now it is the turn of those who have constipation. What should they do if they cannot sleep? And those who get sleep, they should also bring this practice in their life and follow it. So, as soon as you go to bed, do focus on your breathing. Breathing means air, and air means circulation. Circulation of what? Of blood. Blood here is water. So, air and water, on these two elements you have to be focused on as soon as you lie on the bed. When a person lies on the bed, his mind goes here and there. Then the chain of thoughts keeps on swirling in the mind. So the first focus should be on your breath in order to have zero thoughts. 11 minutes to 1 hour or 1.5 hours or till you do not sleep. This should be practiced. When we are in a deep sleep and suddenly our eyes open, we feel dryness in our mouth and our tongue is stuck up in the palate. So this is the thing you have to bring before sleeping. It will help your thoughts to be void in such a way that a kind of lock will lock your brain by sticking your tongue in the palate. So now you will lie on the bed, focus on your breath and stick your tongue to the palate. When thoughts come again, you have to bring your thoughts back to your breathing exercise. In this way, you will never know what you will get into a deep sleep, and this practice will bring success for you. Whenever you wake up in the middle of sleep, you will wake up with an impulse. You will go to the toilet and then go back and lie on the bed. Then you will again be nervous that now you will not be able to sleep again. Then again repeat this same practice. By focusing on the breath, stuck your tongue to your palate and you will fall asleep. Then after that, when you will wake up, it will be full of impulse. Your eyes will open with an intense desire for motion and the feeling of your bladder being full. After opening your eyes, this intense feeling will not come, but this intense feeling will wake you up. When this starts happening, then your constipation problem will start getting better, and then it will be understood that your space element has become balanced. When you will wake up at the beginning of this practice, after some time you will feel these impulses. Then understand that the space element is on the path of being balanced. So you have to do this practice and you have to take advantage of it as well. Also, I would like to tell you one more thing. Mukha Bhayanka, that is self-massage facial. Abhyanga Snan, that is oil bath. Body massage, like my video on the Russian bath. There are 2 massage videos on Mukha Bhyang and on easy steps to get flawless skin. Apart from that, on Pad Bhyang and hair spa. Applying oil on hair and scalp. Applying Upton 2 to 3 times a week. Coating face with packs, and all what are these practices? All these practices are there to balance your space element. These are the processes and that through which your thought has to be zero. So calling sleep is thought emptiness, and all these practices are there to help in balancing the space elements of the things inside our body. That's why after taking a Russian bath at Juvena Herbals, or by using various techniques like vacuum therapy in facial, specialized muscle toned up facials, lymphatic drainage based facials, our clients say that now we are totally recharged, refreshed, and now I can do any work I want. Sometimes clients come very sad that my husband or brother said that you go to Juvena and take a facial, body massage or Russian bath. After that, you are full of positivity for 10 to 15 days. Their family members forcefully send them. The benefit that is seen is visible due to these processes, as the space elements are now balanced. On the request of various clients, I have sent many audios on lymphatic drainage and circulation. They all got so much benefit from that, and you can also take advantage of this. Please do watch the videos regarding which I have discussed here. If you like this information, then do share with your elders, little ones, friends, and relatives, and so share with your children, as the young generation is not aware of this topic, and maybe in future they won't get a chance to know. Because now the time is of social media, and everything's that the whole brain is in the index finger with which they swipe. So it is very important to clear this misconception if you want to keep your children healthy. Thank you so much, and please share this video with your friends and relatives. If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel. And at the same time, if you have any skin related queries or hair related queries, please message us on 9415282407 and 9554326690. Thank you so much.